Hari Om, everyone. Welcome to Open House. It is so nice to see all of you. We request everyone to, it's so nice to see all your families together. It's been too long. We request all of you to try to be on one screen with your family so we can fit as many people here as possible. We are live on YouTube at this point for those who can't fit. And everyone's dressed up. We didn't even have to ask you. Very nice. So now we will get started with our opening prayers. So if everyone can sit up straight, we'll do 3 Oms, Sahana Vavatu, and Samasta Jana Kalyani. Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niradam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Welcome to our new Balavihar year. This is definitely not how we thought we would see each other, but we are still happy to see one another. The assembly will be very short, so you can continue and meet all of your teachers who are on this call, looking great, ready to go and meet all of you. So there'll just be a few speakers, and all I will start off by doing is getting Gurudev's blessings, Swami Chinmayanandji, for us to begin this year together as a Chinmaya family. Without Puja Gurudev, we wouldn't even have Chinmaya missions being able to serve across the world. And the beauty of Gurudev's message is that he took the ancient scriptures, and he was a revolutionary. He said that all of us, the masses, should have access to these scriptures for our everyday life. We need to have access to these scriptures because they are not meant to be studied only in ashrams and temples and by the scholars of the world. These scriptures empower every single person who is blessed to come into contact with them. What is the purpose of studying our scriptures, and what is the purpose of passing this knowledge on through the children? What the scriptures give us is strength. They help reorient us in this world, as we've seen so clearly the last year or so, where things are not always predictable. things aren't always stable, and we need something to hold on to. So systematically, the scriptures help us have that shraddha, that faith to keep going, and that knowledge to know, as I was telling the teachers yesterday, that this too shall pass. And the scriptures always tell us to hold on to those values of gratitude, of compassion, of empathy that we clearly need today and every day. So Pujya Gurudev took all of those Sanskritam verses, all of those mantras, and he put it into English, which was a big deal. Because when it's in English, then it's available to all. And he put it in a language in which all of us can understand. Through that inspiration, the Sevaks of Chinmaya Mission founded Chinmaya Mission's Balavihar wing. With Gurudev's vision in front of us and his blessings, all of the teachers are allowing the children to access this knowledge at the most tangible level. With the younger children, we teach that Bhagavan is always with us. We don't need to fear, and he's our best friend. He's always listening, willing to listen, and he hears and sees everything. As we get older, we start to middle school, high school, question our culture, question our identity. What do we hold on to? What do we let go of? What matters? And the teachers help navigate those crossroads for us, living here in America. And of course, for the adults, the classes become more and more subtle. And some of the larger questions in life come to us only when we are ready and mature enough to be able to understand the answers given by the scriptures. So in this way, Pujya Gurudev inspired all the sevaks to start Balavihar and take that forward to dozens of countries around the world. So here and today, we are lucky, we are blessed by Bhagavan and Pujya Gurudev to continue to receive that prasad and to gain that inner strength to help us keep going every day. No matter what is happening externally, it is possible for us to remain grounded, at peace, and grateful for every moment. And I hope all of you feel that way and continue to attend the adult satsangs while the children are in Balavihar and benefit from the strength, the knowledge, and the compassion of the scriptures and our Guru Parampara. As the adult classes continue, we will talk more with just the adults, but I see many children are on the call and I do not want to bore them or keep them longer. So we'll just continue to our next speaker. We have our Chinmaya Mission families just saying a few words about their experiences here. First, we have Srinathji, his wife, Sri Vidyaji, and two children, Vibhav and Meera, and of course, the most precious member of their family, Hilo, their pet dog. So Srinathji is our board president. Vidyaji is a teacher this year and a sevak. Vibhav is our seva coordinator for our cord trips and helping the high schoolers, middle schoolers have an opportunity to serve here. And Meera attends Balavihar, of course, but she is the most sought after baker we have when we have our lock-ins, our camps. When she brings her snacks, her baked goods, they go very fast. So, and of course, Hilo was the highlight of the entire summer camp for kindergarten. Hilo played the role of Yamadharmaraja, and all the kindergartners loved having her play that role. So we'll have Srinathji say a few words, and welcome to the entire family. You guys are looking great.
Hariom, everyone. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all the new and returning families for our new Balavihar year. Over the summer, due to the ongoing pandemic, the board and the Balavihar team spent a lot of time deliberating on how and when to restart Balavihar. Having made the decision to restart with an online format, we are very glad to see the response. CMA Mission Austin was established in 1988. This facility, Chinmaya Sundaram, was established in 2014 by Puja Guruji. I've been with the mission for 14 years, and I've always been amazed by the dedication of our volunteers. Earlier this year, when the pandemic hit Austin, the board and the Balavihar team quickly came together to make the decision to switch to an online format. During these last several months, while the campus was shut down, the volunteers from the maintenance team, the temple team, the garden team, all worked hard to ensure that the place was maintained and ready whenever we decide to return. Shuchita ji and the Balavihar team especially have spent countless hours to try and figure out how to make the online format work. We're all going to reap the benefits of the work done by these volunteers. I thank all of them for their service. For all the new families, please consider volunteering. You'll find that this is the best way to integrate fully into the CMA family and reap the benefits from all that we have to offer. You can reach out to the Balavihar coordinators or any of the board members for further information. Hariom.
Thank you, Srinathji and family. Now we will have Chiragji say a few words with his family, Priyanka, and one of the youngest members of Balavihar or Shishu Vihar, Ananya. So Chirag is a board member here, and Priyanka is leading the Shishu Vihar along with Radhika ji this year. And of course, Ananya, adorably sitting there patiently, Hariom Ananya, is an inspiration to not only her family, but the rest of us to have the kids join as soon as possible. She is a fun person to be with, and her bhajan skills will put all of us to shame. So Chirag, please say a few words.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Rishitaji. Gurudev. One of the things we really wanted to share was the importance of Balavihar in our lives, and I can speak to this, having come from Chinmaya Mission Manila. Growing up in Balavihar, we actually had Balavihar classes in our house growing up, so I didn't know anything different than Balavihar. But growing up, going to college, sort of at some point, I did disconnect a little bit. That's where I felt the void. So it took a while. I went through Balavihar not knowing any different, and sort of graduated, went through college, and all of a sudden felt the void. And then reconnected with Chinmaya Mission in DC. And I remember the first day I went there, and Swami Dhiranandaji was there, and we had the prayer, and I literally just started crying inside. It was coming back home. So it's hard to explain and express the significance of Balavihar today. We don't know how much of an impact this is making on us and our kids and families until you're a fish out of water. So I'd like to encourage that. One of the key thoughts I wanted to sort of share with you was the idea of tuning in our minds. Balavihar offers us that opportunity. When we come to Balavihar, we're not just actually exchanging information. There's a higher level of consciousness that is being exchanged between people. The words are just a mechanism. It's just a vehicle that we exchange. So when we show up, when we tune in, when we're open with our heads and our hearts, when we come in that way, we're lifted, all of us together. It could be a teacher, it could facilitator, it could be a student, it could be the parents. We're all lifting ourselves together. And that's really what Gurudev's, vision was to raise our consciousness, was to take us back to the happiness we truly are, right? So this is that opportunity as a family. Show up, be open, bring the head, bring the heart, connect the two, rise on up. That's all. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Chirag. Appreciate it. Ananya, I am so proud of her. She is doing so well.
By the way, can we share that anytime you say Om Ganganapate or anything like that, she will run and grab her Shishubihar
Shivihar
book.
book, yeah.
This is like trained.
She can say Om Nama. Shivaya is yet to happen, but Om Nama is where she's at.
That is good enough. That's the offering, and all the deities will come after. Thank you for your smile, Ananya.
Thank you, Hariom.
Thank you. Hari Om. And next we have Shragvi. Shragvi is a recent grad of Chinmaya Mission, Balavihar, and the youngest member of our chick group. When she found out we were having chick classes over the summer, she was ready to join. And her mother, Rupaji, is on our temple committee, and her father and her sister, Balaji and Shrivi, are sevaks here. Whenever we have cultural events, they themselves are musicians on their own accounts, and they help us to have any events that happen at the temple or Balavihar. So thank you to the entire family. So happy to have you all as sevaks and family members. And Shragvi, few words, please.
Hari Om. There are a lot of things I'm thankful to my parents for, but my gratitude to them for not only enrolling me in Chinmaya, but also driving me here every single week, for getting involved in the events beyond just classes, for making it an integral part of my life. I mean, that sort of gratitude I could never fully convey. From hearing stories from the Mahabharatam, to learning the symbolism of every part of Ganesha, to understanding how to evaluate our personal sense of happiness, to exploring how to even approach the concept of the true self, Chinmaya covered it all. See, to put it simply, Chinmaya takes you through the journey step by step. Like, take the Mahabharatam, for instance. You learn all the interesting stories in primary, then discuss the importance of every character in your middle school years. And in high school, you'd explore the significance behind every action and the relevance of the decisions made to our lives in the 21st century. And it keeps building as you become a chick, or Chinmaya Yuva Kendra, in college, which I recently joined, as Shuchita ji mentioned, and has just been an amazing way to take a step back from the crazy college life to focus on what really matters. And then when you become an adult, I mean, I'm sure you're all aware of the multitude of lectures conducted for adults at Mission. So you really never lose touch. And throughout the years of all the different levels of Chinmaya, there's one constant, which is that it's a family with people who think like you, with amazing teachers whom I'm ever grateful for, to confide in during difficult times and ask questions to at times of confusion, who'll work incredibly hard to make the class fun and engaging for us, and whose patience for students' endless questioning is beyond measure. And of course, with our resident brahmacharini Chuchitaji, who you can talk to about literally anything. I speak from experience when I say she is incredibly patient, just so chill and so relatable with any generation, including my parents, my sister and me, and even my 4-year-old cousin who loved the Ganesh Chaturthi Puja. So just know with Chinmaya, it's not just about joining an extracurricular, nor just about finding a place where you can learn more about our culture. No, it's more than that. It's about joining a family. Because as we pledge every week, we stand as one family, bound to each other with love and respect. Thank you, and Hari Om.
Thank you so much, Shragvi. And I can tell you in less than a year, I feel like all of these families and many more are like family. I can call them and say, I need Rasam Sadam Rupaji. I can call Mira and say, I need some muffins, and they are around. So thank you so much, Shragvi. Really appreciate it. And Chirag, thank you. And Srinaji, thank you very much for all of your words. And hopefully we'll have more families share I know that in between classroom time is the only time we get to interact with one another. So hopefully when we can hear from our families here, we can get to know them. And when we come back in person, everybody will feel like they're starting off right where they left off. So at this point, it is 9:50. I'm hoping all the teachers are ready to go. We're going to request all of the parents to go and visit the classrooms of your children's grades. If you would like to split up, this is just a suggestion. One parent can go to one classroom, the other can go to another. If you have more than 2 kids, then you can definitely jump around. But this session will only remain open for technical questions, like if you aren't able to get into the other Zoom calls. But other than that, our assembly portion for today is over. So we'll end with closing prayers. And I request all the parents and children to go to their classrooms after closing prayers. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om, everyone.